today.
Let's go! Let's go!
This is WMC Memphis, WMFS HD2 Bartlett, Memphis.
Touchdown!
Listen to the Dan Le Batard Show weekdays from 3 p.m. till 6 p.m., 790 a.m., part of the Memphis Sports Network.
The views and opinions of the hosts or guests of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of the management or staff of Intercom Memphis.
Watch the sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me. Where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Rea. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Rea. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Rea.
Good Saturday morning. Welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Rea on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Powersports. Now, here's your host, Larry Rea.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Rea on Sports 790, talking outdoors for the next 90 minutes as we wrap up and close into our 13th year on the air. Coming up in August, we'll start another year on Sports 790. Blake Morgan is filling in again for Ben Hogan. Ben Hogan is on sabbatical. He may be an astronaut now. I don't know what he might be doing, but Blake is up from interning from Mississippi State. He's pushing all the buttons. He's learning all about the great outdoors that we talk about every Saturday morning. This is the third Saturday of the month, I think. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Frank Barton is normally here. Frank will be here. I've already, the world of technology down to social media, he can text me and tell me he's late and things like that. But Frank will be here. But we do have a real surprise guest. Now, he's not surprised like he just popped in here all of a sudden this morning, but he is our good friend Don King from the TWRA, the Chief of the Information and Education Division. Good morning, Don.
Good morning, Larry. Great to be with you here today.
And we have looked forward to this. We've tried to set this up. Don's mom's had some surgery.
Yeah, she's had some tough times, and but I appreciate you being understanding about that, and appreciate your prayers too, Larry.
We wanted to get you over here, and Don has brought along some of his CDs that we're going to be giving away when we do have open mic Saturday. And also, you can go to the lroutdoors.com, sign the guest book, and we draw things every week out and send prizes out for that. So we might get you a Don King. You bought us some of your hymns of faith, I know, over there.
Yeah, I got some hymns of faith and a one of them that has our tunes about Route 66, Songs from the Mother Road.
Songs from the Mother Road. Now, I've got a lot of his, and I know I've got Second Nature, too, and we'll talk the roadkill bill and everything else as we go. Then Don, as he said, Route 66 is the road crew guys, and you guys, you're a busy guy. Besides your job you have a real job.
I have a real job, and then I've got a group of guys that I like to go out and play music with on the weekends now and then, and we play about once a month in some local places around the Nashville area. Leapers Fork, yeah, just outside of Franklin, Tennessee, and
there is a place.
There is, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have a light. It doesn't have a stop. I mean, it's got lights. It doesn't have a stoplight.
No stoplight there.
But they have about 100.
Yeah.
And it was a sellout crowd the last time you were there.
Yeah, man, we had a house full. It was great. It was a good venue, really nice place, and good food and
so they eat and then you sing.
Right.
Okay, and
Yep.
now you're going to be at another place. Let's put some plugs in here because we got a lot of folks that travel.
Well, yeah. If you ever get to Franklin, Tennessee, there's another Puckett's right there in
Uh-huh.
town, and we'll be playing there on the 25th of July.
25th of July at Puckett's in Franklin. We got a lot of folks go to Franklin, not only because of the great military history there, but because of antiques and all sorts of good places to go.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of things to do there, and come hear a little music while you're in town.
And you're living in Brentwood, right?
Yeah, I live in Brentwood, and we do have a road trip scheduled. Speaking of the road crew,
Uh-huh.
Larry,
Yeah.
we're going to play in August. We go out to Kingman, Arizona.
Ooh,
And we usually try to schedule one of those every summer.
it'd be real cool in Kingman, Arizona in August. Huh?
Do a long road trip and travel Route 66 a little bit and play some music. And so anyway, we've got that on the docket for later in August.
That's in Kingman, Arizona. I got it right here. August the 15th. It's the International Route 66 Festival.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, I don't know Route 66 for you folks out there. I think, well, what is Route 66? Is it? Well, it was a TV show about it, and it was a famous highway before the interstate.
Oddly enough, they used to film that in Florida where Route 66 is not. But anyway.
Are you serious?
Yeah, from Chicago to Los Angeles, California, or Santa Monica. Goes all the way from Grant Park in Chicago down through Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona.
There was a
and
song about that,
California.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
With a lot of names. I've been
Yeah.
everywhere, and we're going to surprise Don because I'm going to talk to him a little bit. We're going to talk TWRA, but is it true, Don, that the first time that you went to sign a contract for a studio, you went to the wrong one?
Yes. Yeah, it is.
That is a true story that I
Yeah.
found. Yeah.
I'd been playing at a place in Nashville, a steady gig.
I saw a picture of you, Don, on the internet. I'm not sure that was you. Man, you had some hair, buddy, back then.
Yeah. I wish I had that much now.
No, I think you look pretty cool. All right, it's all right. But you went, and I've already found this out, that you got to sing to Con Brio,
Yeah.
and that wasn't the one you went to.
No,
You thought you were.
A guy from Jerry Reed's publishing company had invited me to come by and play some original songs.
Yeah?
And as he was leaving, he said, "Now you know where we're located, right?" And I said, "Oh yeah." I didn't want to appear uninformed, so
Yeah, you were young.
I looked it up in the Yellow Pages, and I guess I was looking in an old Yellow Pages, and
Yellow Pages. You've already aged yourself
yeah,
right now. I mean,
Hey, this is 1975.
okay, that's what it says here. I'm looking at this now.
And so anyway, I walk in and ask for this guy, and they said, "Well, he's moved down the street, but our person is here, our publishing person. Would you like to play them some songs?" I said, "Sure." And
that's the way it did it.
Yeah, the rest is history, so to speak.
And then I look here at later in the 80s, you signed with Epic Records.
Yeah.
And all of us are familiar with Epic Records, and you had a chance to rub shoulders. I don't know if you rubbed shoulders with Reba McEntire. You might have, I don't know how that expression comes about, but Reba McEntire, the Oak Ridge Boys, Alabama, Crystal Gale, Loretta Lynn, Conway Twitty.
Yeah, we did shows with all those folks and had a blast.
You were straight from Omaha into the music industry,
right?
And went to Nashville to make your fame.
Yep,
right.
That's right.
And Sawyer Brown came later. Is that?
Yeah, during one summer's tour, I put together a group that included all the guys in Sawyer Brown.
Yeah,
and
pretty cool.
Yeah.
So all these people now that you've, and this is all off my head because I've always wanted to get him here. He's here, and everything. You had a chance. You worked with Reba McEntire. You had some songs. You love to write songs, and you still do.
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all don't know, if you recognize his voice, he did write the theme to this show, and he and some other friends that you got together and wrote the theme to Outdoors with Larry Rea. But you've had some success as a songwriter.
Yeah.
And you're still writing?
Yeah, still writing.
Have your own studio?
Still have the studio, and we started that in '85. My dad and I built a studio.
Don King Sr.
Yes.
Okay, and you and your dad built this studio,
and
now you have Katie into it.
Yeah, my daughter's 25 now, and really enjoying writing with her, and she has been working for our foundation, the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Foundation, and. and has just recently, just this week, as a matter of fact, taken a new position. They recruited her to go to work for the Johnny Cash Museum in Nashville. So,
Really?
So she's
Congratulations.
excited about that.
Yeah. Of course, Johnny Cash is right from Dias, Arkansas.
Yeah, that's right.
Right across the river from here. And Rosanna's, they got a big deal. They're working, Arkansas State's doing a wonderful stuff on bringing back Johnny Cash's stuff from Dias and the Dias colony there and everything.
Cool.
So, but I got to ask you, all these different things now, do you have a favorite country singer that you've worked with over the years that,
You know, oddly enough, probably my favorite singer to listen to, just for listening pleasure, is Don Williams, and I've never done a show with him.
You've never done a show with Don Williams?
And you know what? I thinking about it now, I've never met him.
You never met Don Williams?
It's odd. He's kind of a quiet, reserved kind of
Yes, he is.
personality, and he kind of went on hiatus here, for about the last decade or so.
But he's come back,
He's
and
got
he's
some new stuff now.
But I know the songwriting thing is in the studio and things along that line. When I looked at this thing, I saw this that the Epic Records, Ernest Tubb.
Yeah, I got to do a concert with him and sang on the Midnight Jamboree a few times, in the early days. And
On the Grand Ole Opry.
Right, yep.
And really early days.
Yeah.
When you look back on that, did you ever think that you'd be where you are right now, doing what you're doing now?
No.
No way, did you?
It's just kind of ironic how the Lord leads you down the path, and certain doors open, certain doors close, and I was blessed early on to have met a lot of the folks at the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Befriended them, and they recruited me early on to do some public service announcements for them.
Yeah.
I'm Don King for your Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, reminding you to put the plug in your boat before you launch it this spring, or something.
Did they just call you in? Did
a guy heard me playing out at the Quality Inn where I had a steady gig.
At the Quality Inn?
Yeah.
You had a steady gig at the Quality Inn. Okay.
And invited me down to talk to him about it, and I did a couple of just little demos for him, and he said, "Yeah, that's exactly what we're looking for." So
they didn't try anybody else. You think you're the only one that they went to?
Well, I just was there at the right place at the right time, I guess. So
do people recognize your voice when you ever hear anybody that?
Every now and then somebody will say, "Hey, aren't you that guy I hear on the radio sometimes?" Or maybe might recognize me. I did a little thing on the television show.
Right, yeah, did those kind of things. And when you say
sure,
this is Don King.
Yeah.
For
your Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency.
Okay, we got Don King in studio, and now we have Frank Barton in studio. Good morning, Frank.
Good morning, Larry.
Hey, buddy, glad to have you in here on this third Saturday and everything. And I don't know if you've met Don, but
oh yeah,
yes, I figure he had, and know Don from that. But Frank's in here with us this morning. Frank, I've got a little something for you in that box there that I've been saving because I don't do these stuff very often. This is something that I didn't know if you would want it or not, but it is. I thought you might like to have that.
I do.
That is a one-of-a-kind that I have never used, and it was given to me, and it's been in a box.
Well, thank you.
And I just wanted to give something to you, buddy.
I appreciate that,
your
Larry.
support. I can't thank you enough for the effort you make and the busy schedule you got at Barton Powersports. If he's not at the Grizzlies or Redbirds or on his motorbike, motorcycle, or wherever he might be, or with his grandchild doing things like that, or on the riverboat down there. And you guys had a pretty, was it crowded last weekend with all them big cat people down there?
There wasn't that many people made it from the tournament over there, but we were pretty busy already on the boat, so it was just as well.
The boat is running now.
We wouldn't have been able to do much with them, but they had a big turnout for the tournament.
Oh, they did, yeah. And we're going to talk about that when Ron Wong makes it in, if we can get Ron Wong in here and everything. So Don King's in studio. He has his guitar.
Yeah.
And you folks don't think we're not going to let him get out without doing his guitar, because we are going to do that. He's got it. What did you bring today? Which guitar?
I brought the new guitar that my daughter gave me for my birthday.
And Don just turned the magic age of 60.
Yeah, the big 6-0. So
I knew that. Don and I are Facebook friends.
Well, we all saw it on Facebook, didn't we?
That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah, we
And
did.
it's hard to hide right now.
It's hard to hide right now. But you got a new one. What is it? What kind is it?
it's a Taylor. It's a big baby Taylor.
Well, let's hear it.
Okay.
It's a big baby Taylor. What does that?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like
Taylor makes a guitar they call the Baby.
we got about 2 minutes in this segment. Let's see. I just want to hear what it sounds like.
You want to hear a little bit of something here?
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the new
yeah.
guitar?
So we close out this segment, and you can go and get rolling for the next one.
It's Tennessee's wild side that makes you wanna go find a natural way of living, waiting just outside your door. Every day's a new adventure, and it's right before your eyes. Spend a little time on Tennessee's wild side.
Keep it going.
Those old long dog days of summer, they're getting shorter all the time. That first cold, clear morning stirs those restless feelings deep inside. You know you've got the fever, it's that time of year again, with the changing leaves and the wood smoke in the wind. It's Tennessee's wild side that makes you wanna go find a natural way of living, waiting just outside your door. Every day's a new adventure, and it's right before your eyes. Spend a little time on Tennessee's wild side.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot. Thank
yeah.
you.
How many guitars do you have, Don?
Probably a dozen, I guess.
A dozen.
altogether. Yeah.
Now you had a Martin, right?
Yeah, and I still have that.
You still have your Martin.
Still have that, but I really like the Taylor. It's just it's small. I was at the music store with my daughter one day, and
Yeah.
we were looking for a ukulele for her.
A ukulele.
And just I saw this guitar, and I picked it up, and started playing it, and said, "Man, I really like this." And that's all I said. I hung it back up, and then for my birthday, she surprised me with that as a gift. So I was
For your 60th
I was
birthday.
shocked. Yeah.
Do you get a guitar every 10 years? Is that what you do? Are you going to celebrate something along that line?
Yeah, it's probably worked out about like that. Yeah.
So you got 12 guitars.
yeah.
And is there a favorite? That's a nice sounding guitar there, even though it's smaller. It looks a little small.
It's got
Yeah.
a big sound for as small as it is. It really is a neat. It's like 7/8 the size of a regular dreadnought size acoustic
Really?
guitar. Yeah.
Huh. Well, don't let it fall. We don't
yeah,
want
thank
anything
you.
to happen to your Taylor. Is it autographed by her too? Did she sign it?
No, I haven't had her sign it yet, but I think I might.
Do you have a guitar that you got people sign?
You know, as a matter of fact, yeah,
I know you did.
At the you did dig deep in that Facebook
I did.
stuff, didn't
I
you?
really did. Yeah, you can find a lot of stuff online. That picture of you I've already saved it.
Okay.
It's on my website now.
You know, at the birthday party, we had a lot of people from the agency, you know,
Yeah.
I from the stage, and I got to play music. They said, "What do you want to do for your birthday?" And I said, "I want to have the people I play music with. We want to set up on the stage and play just like we normally would, and invite a bunch of folks." And so I had my TWRA family there. I had a lot of my church family people there.
Right.
I had family, and then I had my music biz family.
Oh,
folks
my goodness.
that came. So we had a lot of people that had worked with me in some form or fashion relating to music, and they all signed the guitar.
All right, it's wonderful. All right, we're going to take our first break of the morning. Don King in studio, Frank Barton on the third Saturday of the month, and we're going to have fun today on Outdoors with Larry Rea on Sports 790.
You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Rea.
For years, you've heard me talking about my love affair with Gaston's White River Resort near Lakeview, Arkansas. Hello, I'm Larry Rea, and in my opinion, there's no better time to visit Gaston's than in the spring. Gaston's in the spring is all about beauty. Spring offers some of the White River's best fishing opportunities to catch lunker rainbows or pole-bending browns. There's beauty in the air when a rainbow or brown takes flight with hook and mouth. Gaston's offers more than 2 miles of river frontage. The beautiful scenery along the White River is a photographer's and nature lover's dream come true. But there's more. At Gaston's, enjoying the great outdoors does not mean roughing it. Its beautiful cottages are first class, comfortable, and spotlessly clean. Some even have large redwood decks. And of course, there's the beauty of the resort's restaurant, famous not only for its food, but its location perched over the White River. As resort owner Jim Gaston likes to say, at Gaston's, it costs no more to go first class. To take my advice, make a memory, go to gastons.com or call them at 870-431-5202. Tell them Larry Rea sent you.
What kind of legacy will we leave when our days upon this earth are gone?
Some of my fondest memories growing up were the times my dad took me hunting or fishing. Spending time with him outdoors was magic. I'm Don King for your Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, inviting you to enjoy a Tennessee outdoor adventure. Share the experience with someone you love. Whether your passion is hunting, fishing, boating, or wildlife viewing, our state has it all. Visit our website at tnwildlife.org or download our new app for your smartphone or tablet by searching TWRA on the go, and let the legacy of your outdoor adventure begin.
Our legacy.
Now back to Outdoors with Larry Rea on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Powersports.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Rea on Sports 790. This being the third Saturday. Frank Barton from the Barton Powersports in West Memphis and Jonesboro. Good morning, Frank, again.
Good morning, Larry. Good morning, everybody.
It's going to be fun. And, of course, we have Don King in with us this morning, the Chief Information Education Division for the TWRA. And thank you, Don, for coming over from Nashville. We're going to have a lot of fun this morning. And, and you have no idea what's coming up next, Don. Are you ready for this?
Sure, I'm ready.
All right. This is kind of a special tribute, a special segment for Don King. We have on the line with us this morning Director Ed Carter of the TWRA. Man. Good morning, Ed. You there, Ed?
I sure am. Can you hear me?
We got you, Ed. Thank you, buddy. And not only do we have Ed on the line, but we have Dave Woodward on the line.
All right.
Good morning, Dave.
Hello, Larry.
Buddy, it's good to hear your voice, too, okay?
Well, it's just good to be heard. Anybody.
That's right. And also, we have Larry Richardson on the line with us this morning. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, buddy. Don is turning red here right now. He is completely shocked, I can tell. Right, Don?
Hey, this is a birthday party redo, isn't it?
Birthday party all over again.
Hey, well, I just came up with this idea yesterday, and I sent an email out to Director Carter, and he said, let's roll with this. And I said, well, let's get Dave Woodward on. Yeah, let's get Larry on, too. And, of course, Larry has a lot of connections here with DU.
Oh, yeah.
And then Dave is the former position that you filled. A longtime friend, and then of course the Director Carter. I've known him since he earned his first boat, I think. So
right,
it seems like
it's called the Ark, is that right?
That's right. There was two of us on, I think, just about. Hey guys, thank y'all for being on. And Don, I know is flabbergasted by this, but Ed, your association with Don, tell us a little bit about what he does for the TWR and what he gives us.
Well, let me start way back. I guess I met Don when he was about 20 years old, and he was singing at one of the local places here in town, and we used to go listen to him and his music, and got to know him, celebrated his 21st birthday with him, and then was lucky enough to celebrate the 60th with him. So it's been a long road, and it's been good the entire way. But Don now, as you said, is Chief of our Information Education Division, handles our media outreach and all the education programs that we have, and also serving, I guess, as president of the American Association of Conservation Information. It's a national organization that's made up of all the I&E departments throughout the 50 states and territories. So he's had a lot on his plate the last few days.
Well, he can handle that, and if anybody knows that, it's Dave Woodward, because Dave, you were in his shoes before he stepped in, and I know you guys have not only a connection from just the agency, but a music connection too, right?
Absolutely. Larry, I want my job back. Right now, I'm at Don's father's house hanging vinyl.
Oh, you are? There you
I'm
go.
hanging on the side of a ladder, and it's hot out here. I want to be chief again. Don can come back and hang vinyl.
Bless your heart, Dave. I appreciate you.
You're good. Hey, we've had just a wonderful life together, 40-plus years. Music, work, we're just family, you know. There's not a greater guy except for Ed and Larry Richardson. And you, Larry.
Oh, thanks.
He's a fine fella, and I'm just proud to be hanging vinyl. You know.
Well, I know that, and Larry, you're on the road between Macon and St. Augustine, I understand.
Yeah, I'm actually getting close to Jacksonville, just going south of the Pinocchio Swamp, if you can picture that.
Oh, I can.
I-10.
And I can picture that. And of course, Larry is the immediate past state president of DU and current state council chairman and major donor chairman out of Waverly, Tennessee. Longtime DU person. And Larry, your relation to Don, how did y'all get to know each other?
Well, about the same time everybody else. That's 40 years ago, Don, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah, when Don was just wet behind the ears, he came to Nashville to make it big in the music business. Had a lot of successes at that. We used to be, I guess, his groupies. We would go listen to him in the evenings when he was playing, and that's probably been a good learning grounds for what he's doing now. Because if you're in the public's eye, and an entertainer especially,
yeah,
you learn to handle a lot of situations, and people in the audience, and some a little saner than others, but that's prepared him for what he's doing today. He's doing a great job at it. And
well, did he really have all that hair back then? Is that really true? That picture, I've seen a picture of Don with lots of hair. Did all you guys have hair? I want to see Woodward.
I had hair.
Okay.
you will.
I'm the only one
had a lot more
that
hair back then.
You're the only one that doesn't.
Some in the group have held on to more than others.
They have, and everything like that.
This year, yeah.
Hey, and I know, Ed, that communication in this day with social media, everything else, the role that Don fills is also now, he is, I hate to say, the mouthpiece of the TWRA.
But you did say it.
I did say it. I didn't say it. But right, Ed? I mean.
Well, he is, yeah. We call him the voice of the TWRA.
That's right.
Of course, it's taken me years to get his inflections down. He had to listen to me, get all that perfect speaking in there.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was and everything.
Yeah, he does, and he does a great job with that. People all over the state know him very well.
He's kind of like the Don Pardo of TWRA.
Oh, my God. I haven't ever thought of it in that way. But, hey, Dave, I know you guys, and of course, I love the road build kill. Okay, I mean, you were part of that, weren't you, Dave?
Yeah, I think you got 3 of the 4 co-writers.
That's what I thought. I wanted,
right
I got all 3 of y'all. The notoriety that came out of that, was it more than what you guys expected?
Oh, absolutely. I go on YouTube, and we've got covers of that song. There's a funky little folk band up in Maine.
Yeah.
A guy playing a cello and a woman playing a violin, and somebody else yodeling, I think. Singing. I mean, it's the craziest thing you ever saw. But, yeah, it's been gotten a lot of press far and wide. But we've had a lot of fun with it. When the legislature serves you up a gem like that, you just can't turn it down.
Well, I understand that, and I know when it was done, you had to get Jimmy Nafee to make sure that it was legal to put his name in there. I mean, does he get royalties on that still?
No, he got a free CD.
He got a free.
We handed it to him one night at a live performance.
Well, folks,
he was grinning from ear to ear.
Yeah.
Hey, folks, we're talking to Ed Carter. He's the director of the TWRA. We're also talking to Larry Richardson, Dave Woodward, longtime friends of our special guest in the studio, Don King. And I listened to that CD of Second Nature because Naked on the Back Porch, I can't and Redneck Reunion or whatever that is.
Redneck Renovation.
At Renovation, I'm sorry. It's just and I put that over people and say, you got that? Who did that group right there? I said they're actually sane, and everything like that, and they wrote them all. But guys, I appreciate you taking time on this Saturday morning as we talked to Don King. I know it surprised him. He was shocked, and I can't thank you enough. And Larry, thank you, and I thank you for all the work that you do for DU now, and your love of DU, and of course we love DU. And Dave, I know when I became outdoor editor, I dealt with a lot of people at the Commercial Appeal from 1988 to 2001 as the outdoor editor, and I was broken in by Jed Pettit. And Jed broke me in, but Dave, I was broken in, but Dave was always accessible and always helped me. And then Don's come on, and then of course Ed, I appreciate everything that you do, buddy. And I wish you nothing but success in the budget talks next week, okay?
I appreciate that, Larry. I got to say one last thing. In 1972, Larry was working for the agency, and he's the guy that hired me. So we go back a ways, too.
Oh, my. Well, y'all just put together a book on this, and we'll try it. You
can add Information Education to Chief to Larry's resume there, too.
Yeah, we can put that on there, too. And me, I'm just here, so there. Guys, thank y'all. Y'all have a great day, and thank you for doing this, and I know it meant a lot to Don. Right, Don?
Sure, man.
Thanks, Larry.
Okay.
Larry, send him home soon, would you? We got some Eve work up here. It's way high on the ladder.
Well, you ought to see.
I'm not supposed to be up on this thing.
Well,
so.
I think he's going to buy one of Frank Barton's motorcycles and come back home on it.
Okay, well, that's cool.
That'll be cool. Like Larry Markham is somewhere out west in the Four Corners on a motorcycle. I just can't envision that either. So,
right.
All right, guys. Thank y'all. Have a great day. Okay.
Thanks, guys. All right.
Thank you. All right. Let's see if Blake can close out all three of those and get out of here. There we go. All right, Don.
Man, Larry.
Yeah,
that was over the top. That was great.
Well, I appreciate Blake getting them all lined up right there, and I didn't even tell Frank this is a I wanted to.
He kept. I didn't get anything from him until like yesterday.
That's why I was working.
I was wondering when you're going to tell me about the show, Larry. I was planning on being there, but
that's why
I didn't have a schedule. Didn't have. Just show up, Frank.
Well, I was worried because I was trying to put this together at the last moment after everything. But anyway, all right, let's take a break. Come right back, and we'll switch some more and talk a little other things on Outdoors with Larry Rea on Sports 790.
Find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Rea.
Power. Let that word sink in for a minute. You crave power. You need power. And at Barton Powersports, we put all that power right in your hands. Barton Powersports of Arkansas combines the power of 7 brands from 2 locations into one single company, whose sole mission is to make sure you have the ultimate power sports experience. Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Suzuki, Victory, and Argo. Each line standing on its own, but backed by the Barton Powersports commitment to excellent service before, during, and after the sale. Barton Powersports is open 6 days a week to accommodate your schedule. No hidden dock fees. What you see is what you get. Your deal, done your way. Now that's power. Barton Powersports, with locations in Jonesboro and West Memphis. Go to BartonPowersports.com. The power of play.
For years, you've heard me talking about my love affair with Gaston's White River Resort near Lakeview, Arkansas. Hello, I'm Larry Rea, and in my opinion, there's no better time to visit Gaston's than in the spring. Gaston's in the spring is all about beauty. Spring offers some of the White River's best fishing opportunities to catch lunker rainbows or pole-bending browns. There's beauty in the air when a rainbow or brown takes flight with hook and mouth. Gaston's offers more than 2 miles of river frontage. The beautiful scenery along the White River is a photographer's and nature lover's dream come true. But there's more. At Gaston's, enjoying the great outdoors does not mean roughing it. Its beautiful cottages are first class, comfortable, and spotlessly clean. Some even have large redwood decks. And of course, there's the beauty of the resort's restaurant, famous not only for its food, but its location perched over the White River. As resort owner Jim Gaston likes to say, at Gaston's, it costs no more to go first class. To take my advice, make a memory, go to Gastons.com or call them at 870-431-5202. Tell them Larry Rea sent you.
Now back to Outdoors with Larry Rea on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Powersports.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Rea on Sports 790 on this June 21st. A special in-studio guest, Don King of the TWRA, Chief of the Information and Education Division, and then also our good friend Frank Barton from Barton Powersports in West Memphis and Jonesboro. Had a little surprise there for Don, and I know that caught him off guard a little bit.
I'm still getting over the shock.
Yeah, I didn't even tell Frank, and Frank was wondering why he didn't get the format till the day before, and I told him it was a senior moment, but I have a lot of those now, but Frank's been busy, and this is a great cruising time. It's warmed up now, so I'm assuming it's motorcycle time now.
It is motorcycle season.
Yeah.
It's also, I'll just take the opportunity of saying, look twice, save a life, and, be mindful of the folks out there on two wheels.
Yes, yeah. Whether they're on a bike or a motorcycle.
Oh, that's correct.
Anything, or some little short cars that I see now, So
that's correct. We have been busy. Let's see, 2 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago we just got through with the Jonesboro Dare to Ride event, which was
tell what the Dare to Ride event was, because we mentioned that.
The Jonesboro Police Department's drug awareness program in the schools.
Uh-huh.
It's a real big event in downtown Jonesboro. They closed Main Street, and it becomes a bike street.
Closed Main Street.
Main Street's
That's
closed
a big event.
except for two-wheel motorcycles. And there were some bicycles down there too. But 3 days of lots of fun, and capped off with had a drawing for a brand new 2014 Victory Cross Country.
You gave away
from Barton Powersports. We gave away a motorcycle, and
wow,
a lady from Bono, Arkansas, won it. Real excited about that. But the biggest thing was in spite of the weather that we had, we had 3 days of really bad storms. The event set a record as far as fundraising for the Jonesboro Dare program, and we were real happy about that. Then let's see, and we had a bike event in Jonesboro again, not too long after that. And then this weekend, actually today, I'm not there, obviously, because I'm here, but in Hardy, Arkansas, the Spring River Bike Rally is in Hardy, Arkansas, and the Barton Powersports Dyno trailer is there doing dyno runs and tuning bikes. And
at Hardy today.
In Hardy, Arkansas.
So if anybody wants to head over to Hardy,
out there on the Spring River.
Yeah, if anybody wants to head over to Hardy today, you can see some.
Go see Nick Mitchell's running the dyno machine. His wife Megan's helping him out, and
the dyno machine.
The dyno machine.
I like that. That sounds cool. The dyno machine, and of course you've got all your Beale Street rides and things you got together, and then the Redbirds. You've been.
We have Barton Powersports at the Redbirds. That'll be this Thursday.
Yeah. Okay.
Just coming up this Thursday. We're doing another.
Do y'all ride them out on the field? They let you.
We don't go out on the field. We just go in that alleyway. If you go into the stadium and then you turn left, like you're going to go to the bluff. We're parked in that alleyway.
Pretty cool. See them all come up like that and everything. And I know he's busy at Barton Powersports, but Don knows that from the TWRA standpoint. June 27th through the 29th, Operation Dry Water. And that's when the TWRA will be on the water.
Yes.
Full force, right? And normally Don will bring Betsy Woods over here, and we'll be trying on life jackets. We didn't do that today because Ron Wong's not in the studio yet, and I don't think he ever took his off, the one we gave him the last time. He still wears it all the time.
He loves that
thing, because you blow it up and make you look awful big, and everything with a shirt over it, But, no, that's coming up next weekend. And that is to me, listen to this, folks. In 2013, Operation Dry Water, boating officers checked close to 3,400 vessels, issued 180 citations, and made 10 BUIs. But we also had one fatality, too. And that's one too many for you guys. And I know the boating division, and, of course, the Director Carter with his past in safe boating and things along that line. Folks, I know a lot of you are going to be out next weekend because July 4th is now, it's almost like a double July 4th holiday.
Right.
Because we got the weekend before it, and then we got the weekend afterwards when all the boating comes out there. But you guys have really taken the technology, Don. Now you video all the commission meetings.
Yes.
And you can really go to tnwildlife.org and get information that you never thought you'd get.
Yeah, that's right. You can click on the commission page, and it'll take you right there, and you can watch any of the previous meetings that are archived. And we don't stream them live. It's just we can deliver a better quality product if we do the crunching kind of offline, and then we post it right after the meeting.
It's not very far long after you do it.
A couple hours after the meeting ends, it's there for you to view. Usually the day kind of works out. The meeting usually ends about 5 o'clock. We get it ready. We post it. So by the time you're finished with supper, you could sit down and watch the whole meeting if you'd like to.
Well, I know. I loved the meeting that you were in Memphis with. I saved it because when you filmed it with Bill Dance was being honored.
Yeah.
And, and Eddie Spencer showed up.
Uh-huh.
93-year-old Eddie Spencer showed up and stole the show from Bill Dance. And and we will mention that on June the 29th, speaking of dance, I'm so proud of Bill that a week from this coming Sunday, in fact, the 29th, my wife's birthday, I mentioned also, that Bill will receive the AutoZone Liberty Bowl Distinguished Citizen Award.
Oh, neat!
At the Hilton Hotel, and it's a great honor for Bill to win this award. And I think tickets are still available for that for $50 each. And Bill will be there on the 29th, and a great spokesman for the TWRA.
Yep, he sure is. He's well deserved that award.
And also he's a voice of the TWRA.
Yeah.
When it gets down to that and everything. But go to tnwildlife.org and go to Barton Powersports website.
.com.
BartonPowersports.com.
That's it.
Or you can go to lroutdoors.com and you can find out all the information there. We're posting this. We've got all the fishing rodeo stuff up from the fishing rodeo. Had almost 250 kids. TWRA did a great job as usual. Handling everything, 1,500 pounds of catfish. One girl caught a 9.4-pound catfish.
Wow.
Another little fella caught a 7.5 catfish. Our winner caught 14 catfish and 3 brim. The brim's what won it for. Those 3 little brim won her that trip to Reelfoot and Blue Bank Resort up there. But
oh, wow.
Rodeos are really they had a great time out there with all the kids. But appreciate Don being in with us this morning. So let's take another break here if we can, Blake. Is that okay with you? Then we'll come back and we're going to talk about I love to talk about kids in the outdoors, and I know Frank does too. Whether it's a youth waterfowl weekend or whatever, but TriStar Arms has come up with a new 20-gauge shotgun for youth that I want to talk a little bit about. We're going to see if we can hook up with Ryan Bader. He's the sales and marketing manager for TriStar Arms, and on the next segment of Outdoors, Larry Rea on Sports 790.
You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Rea. What kind of legacy will we leave when our days upon this earth are gone?
Some of my fondest memories growing up were the times my dad took me hunting or fishing. Spending time with him outdoors was magic. I'm Don King for your Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, inviting you to enjoy a Tennessee outdoor adventure. Share the experience with someone you love. Whether your passion is hunting, fishing, boating, or wildlife viewing, our state has it all. Visit our website at tnwildlife.org or download our new app for your smartphone or tablet by searching TWRA on the go, and let the legacy of your outdoor adventure begin.
Our legacy.
Power. Let that word sink in for a minute. You crave power. You need power. And at Barton Powersports, we put all that power right in your hands. Barton Powersports of Arkansas combines the power of 7 brands from 2 locations into one single company whose sole mission is to make sure you have the ultimate power sports experience. Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Suzuki, Victory, and Argo. Each line standing on its own, but backed by the Barton Powersports commitment to excellent service before, during, and after the sale. Barton Powersports is open 6 days a week to accommodate your schedule. No hidden dock fees. What you see is what you get. Your deal, done your way. Now that's power. Barton Powersports, with locations in Jonesboro and West Memphis. Go to bartonpowersports.com. The power of play.
Now back to Outdoors with Larry Rea on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Powersports.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Rea on Sports 790. Talking outdoors we do every Saturday morning for 90 minutes. Telling you what's going on in the world. Frank Barton is sitting in with us this morning, as he does on the third Saturday of each month, from the Barton Powersports in West Memphis and Jonesboro. And good morning, Frank, again.
Good morning again, everybody.
I like that Barton Powersports red shirt right there. That's pretty nice. Yeah. Okay, I wear a size medium. All right. And we've also got Don King in it with the TWRA. Good morning, Don.
Yes, sir.
Glad to have you here. And I know I like to put new products on the air as soon as I can, and when I found out about this new shotgun, this new 20-gauge Raptor youth model shotgun that comes out from TRISTAR Arms, I said let's talk about this. So my good friend Jonathan Harling from came up and said, I can get Ryan Bader on the show with you this morning to talk about that shotgun. And we got Ryan with us. He's the sales and marketing manager for TRISTAR Arms. Good morning, Ryan.
Morning, Larry. Thanks for having me.
Hey, buddy. I know it's June, and we're thinking, what's he going to talk about shotguns? I think this is a cool shotgun. Tell our listeners a little bit about the Raptor youth model.
Well, the Raptor series came out a couple years ago, and we really aimed to bring a semi-automatic gas-operated shotgun that was extremely affordable, that mother or father could buy for their kid and avoid getting pounded by a pump shotgun or something, and still offering all the benefits and features, but at a really low cost to those individuals. And that's really what we aim to do. So we came out with the Raptor last year. It comes in the youth model, comes in 3 different variations: a black synthetic, full camo, and a half camo in the Muddy Girl.
Muddy Girl, yeah. I want you to say that because I don't know who. That was a cool one. You said that's been a good one, hasn't it?
It's been the #1 seller this year on all guns for TriStar.
Amazing,
Muddy Girl.
Amazing. But that really tells you a little bit about the youth market out there, that we're reaching out to certain people that maybe before might not have purchased one.
Well, and it's not even just the youth market, and we also like to include the women of the outdoors as well, because a large scope of women shooters are small-statured enough that a youth gun fits them very well. So, the fastest-growing segment of our market is women and youth in the outdoors, and so that's something that TriStar's been, always had on the forefront of their mind, that, today's young shooters are tomorrow's, big purchasers.
That's right. Yeah.
We've always tried to cater to them, and we're a family-run company. Hunting was a big part of my growing up, and my father, always was cutting stocks down for me, wood stocks and whatnot. Youth guns, 20 years ago weren't as readily available, and now with new technology and injection molding and everything like that, we can offer a bunch of different variations and really cater to the young kids of today.
Well, tell our listeners, Ryan, a little bit about TriStar.
So TriStar is a small import company. It's family owned.
Yes.
It has been for about 10 years. Company's been around for almost 20, but really started to make waves here in the last 5 or 6 years.
Really has.
Yeah, we work very closely with our factories in Turkey. Turkey anymore in the last 20 years has really raised up to become one of the premier shotgun manufacturing countries in the world, and especially on that price point basis.
Yeah, and you're talking about price point, less than $500.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, in regards to a youth gun, you don't know if little Johnny's going to want to continue on in the sport or enjoy hunting. So we always have a clear mind of what a parent's apprehensions are as far as buying a shotgun, which is fairly expensive. So it really gives people a little ease of the mind, I think, when it's not an $800 or $900 purchase, and we can keep it under that $400 or $500 range.
I like that 6.1 pounds too.
Yeah, very light. The gas-operated system makes the recoil much easier and less of an issue, especially on those 20 gauges, which all the youth that we offer in the Raptor series are 20 gauge. But that gun right there, it's modeled after a Beretta 303, so it's a very tried and true.
I thought it was, yeah.
It's a very tried and true model, very simple and easy to work. Short stock, short barrel, keeps the weight down, et cetera, et cetera.
But it's got a 3-inch chamber, so it will take the 2 3/4 and the 3-inch shells, right?
Correct.
And the heavy loads, they're both
heavy
light
loads, light loads, you name it, it's gonna cycle well with that.
Well,
it also comes with a 5-year warranty. All TriStar products, long guns anyway, come with a 5-year warranty as well.
Well, I tell you one thing, for us folks that I've never grown up. I think people say I was a big baby, but something happened after I was born. So I'm a little fella. I sometimes will shoot a youth gun because of my frame. But this one just when I saw the different models of it and saw how much it weighs, and of course it's got the 5-round magazine and everything. So Ryan, tell our listeners how they get more information about this shotgun.
They can go to our website, tristararms.com. They can also visit us on Facebook. All our firearms are up there. Plenty of information on how to buy and what the best places to go about that are. They can email us and ask questions. Facebook is answered daily. Phone calls are more than welcome. So a number of avenues to get information and get in contact.
You can go to my website, lroutdoors.com. We've got a story posted about this gun. Thank you, Ryan, for being with us on Outdoors with Larry Rea, buddy. Stay in touch, and we'll talk to you again, okay?
Hey, we'll do. Thanks, Larry. Appreciate you having me.
All right. Thank you, buddy. All right. It's Ryan Bader from TriStar Arms, and that's a cool shotgun, 20 gauge. And I know if you're looking for to make that first purchase for a young person, I know most young people start their career with a 20 gauge. I started mine with a 410. Still wished I had that 410 double barrel.
Yeah, me too.
I should not have ever gotten rid of it. I know it's some bird dog handler's got it right now out there someplace, using it to find coveys, and once he's found the coveys. But anyway, Don King's sitting in here with us this morning. And Don, I know that busy times for you and busy times for the agency. You think, well, this is summertime. There's not a lot going on. But
well, yeah, there's always something going on. It used to be that there were some lull times during the year, but gosh, it just seems like there is always something going on. When we're not doing, we're right square in the middle of fishing right now, and of course, the hunting is to come in the fall. But right now we're really proud of a display trailer that we've put together to commemorate our 65th anniversary, and it's going to be up at Paris at the new. They're doing a grand opening up there at the Visitor Center in July, I believe. I'll get you the date.
Give me the date on that. Yeah.
It's a neat trailer. We've taken it around so far to our 3 employee events that we've done.
Mm-hmm.
We did one in Jackson, one in Nashville, and one in Knoxville. And it's a 28-foot trailer, and it's got this really cool wrap on the outside. It features a raccoon on one side. I mean, a 6-foot raccoon.
A 6-foot raccoon.
It's pretty impressive.
I think I trapped one of those one time in my backyard.
Yeah, there's about a 6-foot bear, a black bear, on the other side, and
so it's information. It's got stuff on
information about the agency, and it commemorates a lot of the old photos. We've got some old.
Oh, I can remember some of the old. I've got some of the old magazines.
Some of the old. We've got an old. uniform.
Oh, we got an old uniform.
That from 1949 that had been in storage. It's like brand new, but it's the exact uniform that all the wildlife officers wore back then, and the cap, and we've got the service weapons that the
is that what Director Myers wore? I mean, that's what he wore. Gary was there forever.
He was there for over 30 years.
Yeah, it might have been his uniform and everything like that.
But anyway, it's
cool.
a really cool display, and I started to tell you about the shadow box we've got with the three service pistols that the guys have carried over the years, and it's really interesting.
So y'all have collected some things like that.
Got some neat collections.
I think Arkansas's got something similar to that they travel around with, besides their bass tanks. And
we've got a couple of TVs in there. We've run some commercials and some still pictures, slideshow kind of thing that just kind of tells the story about the agency.
Do they have that picture of you with all the hair? I can send them that.
I haven't shared that one with them.
I have. We're going to share it.
There is
Throwback Thursday. You need to do that on Throwback Thursday.
There is a really neat picture of Director Carter with Isaac Hayes when he came down, and Isaac was doing some public service television spots.
Really?
Encouraging folks to take the Hunter Ed course.
Huh.
That was about 74, I guess, 73, somewhere in there.
Well, you guys have used some entertainers over the years.
Oh yeah, we have, and on one part of one of the walls, we've got a list of all the folks that, and I call it a partial list because I know we're leaving somebody off, but we went through and just looked in the archives to see who all had helped us over the years.
Okay, so who are, off the top of your head, who are some ones?
Some of the lesser known ones that people might not remember. Tom T. Hall.
Tom T. Hall, the storyteller.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And of course, a little bit more recently, Daryl Worley did some stuff for us.
Charlie Daniels has done stuff lately.
Lately, and continues to do stuff for us. He's a great guy, and
but you've gone back through and did some of them, and
and I'm just trying to think here. Of course, like I mentioned, Isaac Hayes. He was kind of one that I had.
Isaac Hayes about. with Ed Carter.
Yeah, and
70. What year was that?
Tom Grimsley was the
Tom Grimsley.
Tom Hunter Ed guy from Region 1.
I've hunted with Tom. And everything like that.
Yeah, that was about 73, I think.
Okay,
when they were doing that.
Now, is that in the rolling information thing that y'all come up with?
Yeah,
it's not on the website.
Nope, it's not on the website.
None of that stuff will be on the website. You're going to just put it inside the
trailer. At the end of the year, we'll probably incorporate some more of this stuff on the website as well.
There's so much because did you say 60 years?
65.
65 years.
60,
do you remember what the TWRA theme song was in 65 years ago?
No.
Huh?
Do you?
Yeah.
What was it?
Huh? I can't sing it on the radio right here.
He can't sing, period.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Yeah,
now,
I know better than that.
I know better than that.
65 years ago.
I'm going to sing with him after a while. When we do the Roadkill Bill,
everybody will sing.
Everybody sings.
Yeah.
Because, oh, my gosh, look who walked in the room right now. This early on a Saturday morning. Cameron, he's got on his Ole Miss Rebel outfit, He's all ready. The one and only Ron Wong is in. Ron Wong is in the building. I wished I'd have got the notice about wearing red. So Don, we didn't have the right stuff on. I mean, Frank's got on. That's a cool shirt Frank's got on. I wear size medium. But anyway, so we want to know that and everything like that. So
other things that are going on too. We did cross the 50,000 threshold on people that have downloaded our new app.
Really?
Yeah. Have you taken?
Oh yeah.
And I tell you what, I got to check in my turkey harvest this spring on my app. It was so neat. It was easy. Worked very well.
Notice the way he worked in his turkey harvest this year. Does he know I didn't check in nothing on my turkey harvest? Went by Kroger's, and the app doesn't work inside Kroger's.
You could have just said the app didn't work for you or something.
Well, I guess I could have, but
you've already confessed earlier.
Yeah, I got a 12-pound app on mine. I mean, size of my turkey. But way to go, Don! I didn't know you got a turkey.
Thank you. Yeah,
was that at the governor's one shot when you paid all that money?
No.
You make the big bucks. I thought you might.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah.
Dave Woodward guided me on this.
Dave Woodward
Yeah.
guiding you?
Yeah.
And now he's hanging shingles at your dad's
I
house?
know, yeah.
No wonder you've got him.
I know.
You've got him set up. Is that a payback? Was that in the contract to kill a turkey? Dave, if you'll guide a turkey, you
I'll let you hang vinyl. Yeah, I'll let you whitewash this fence.
So where'd you get it? Where'd you kill it at?
It's it was actually in Davidson County, just a little north of Nolensville.
Way to go.
Yeah,
I know where that is.
It's about 10 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
It's a spot, Dave.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I know that because that's a challenge, and I love to do that. And someday when I grow up, I'm going to be able to kill more than one or two a year and everything like that. They do eat good. But, hey, all right, we got Ron Wong in the building now with his camera, and we're all getting all stiff and nervous. You know, we get nervous. I know. When Don sees a camera, he gets real nervous. Yeah. Frank Barton's in the building. We're going to take a break on this and come back and see if we can hook up with our good friend Joe Royer about what happened at last weekend's 33rd annual Canoe and Kayak race on the Mississippi River. And Ron might give us an update on the Big Cat Quest. We're going to talk to Ron a little bit about that down on at the Tunica Riverport on Outdoors with Larry Rea on Sports 790.
And out all about it all. Outdoors with Larry Rea.
For years, you've heard me talking about my love affair with Gaston's White River Resort near Lakeview, Arkansas. Hello, I'm Larry Rea, and in my opinion, there's no better time to visit Gaston's than in the spring. Gaston's in the spring is all about beauty. Spring offers some of the White River's best fishing opportunities to catch lunker rainbows or pole-bending browns. There's beauty in the air when a rainbow or brown takes flight with hook and mouth. Gaston's offers more than 2 miles of river frontage. The beautiful scenery along the White River is a photographer's and nature lover's dream come true. But there's more. At Gaston's, enjoying the great outdoors does not mean roughing it. Its beautiful cottages are first class, comfortable, and spotlessly clean. Some even have large redwood decks. And of course, there's the beauty of the resort's restaurant, famous not only for its food, but its location perched over the White River. As resort owner Jim Gaston likes to say, at Gaston's, it costs no more to go first class. To take my advice, make a memory, go to Gastons.com or call them at 870-431-5202. Tell them Larry Rea sent you.
What kind of legacy will we leave when our days upon this earth are gone?
Some of my fondest memories growing up were the times my dad took me hunting or fishing. Spending time with him outdoors was magic. I'm Don King for your Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, inviting you to enjoy a Tennessee outdoor adventure. Share the experience with someone you love. Whether your passion is hunting, fishing, boating, or wildlife viewing, our state has it all. Visit our website at tnwildlife.org or download our new app for your smartphone or tablet by searching TWRA on the go, and let the legacy of your outdoor adventure begin.
Our legacy.
WMC Memphis, WMFS HD2 Bartlett Memphis. Go local on 92.9 FM ESPN. Go national on ESPN 790 AM.
Watch the sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me. Where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it all. Outdoors with Larry Rea. Make some time. Take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Rea. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Rea.
Good Good Saturday morning. Welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Rea on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Powersports. Now, here's your host, Larry Rea.
Hey, good Saturday morning, and welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Rea on Sports 790. And we had a big event last weekend. In fact, we had a couple of big events, and one of them we're going to talk about right now was the 33rd annual Canoe and Kayak race, sponsored by our good friends Joe Royer at Outdoors Incorporated. Hard to believe, 33 years. I just can't. It just blows my mind. And we've got Joe on the line with us this morning to kind of wrap it up and recap it. Joe, how you doing?
Good morning, Larry. Doing very well.
You survived last weekend, I know, because not only did you have the race on Saturday and had the big deal at Shelby Farms on Sunday, I look at Monday morning's paper, and there you are on your bike. You know. So,
well, yes, there was a bike event Sunday afternoon. Sure.
Yeah. So you had a busy weekend. So tell our listeners out there, Joe, kind of recap the race itself, how it went, and a little bit about it.
Well, after 33 years, we're still growing, and that's a good sign. People love canoeing and kayaking, and they love the Mississippi. We're really appreciative to the U.S. Coast Guard, the TWRA, the state, the Harbor Patrol, the city, for all helping us with keeping the race very, very safe. We've done this 33 years, and knock on wood, we hadn't scratched a fingernail.
That's right.
In 33 years.
Yeah, they actually close that river down, don't they, Joe? During that portion, I mean, you get
we went to them 33 years ago and said to do this safely, we have to have a short but full river closure, and we manage that very carefully and take that very seriously. That allows people to really experience the mighty Mississippi in a canoe.
And it does, and you had over 500, right? I mean,
we had a great turnout. We had from Olympic team members to a few years ago to improve weather.
Yeah.
We moved from the first weekend in May to Father's Day weekend.
And the
Father's Day weekend has been great weather. And it's also kind of put a new emphasis on, we've got fathers and daughters, we've got mothers and sons. So we have the Olympians, but we have a lot of families participating.
And the winner, they were all winners. I know that you have so many categories, but a familiar name cruised across that finish line, didn't he?
Yeah, well, Mike's he's been covered by Sports Illustrated numerous times. You could Google him and find all types of articles written about Mike Herbert. But he's a great paddler, and we had Dr. Scott Morris, the founder of the Church Health Center, and his partner. We had just families. We had young people, parents, a lot of good local paddlers. We've got some really good canoe and kayak paddlers here locally.
And you stress safety. I know, Joe. That's one of the real things, particularly when you're coming out of that river and hitting the big river. Safety is one of the things, and I got to ask you a little bit about the tragic thing that happened on the Wolf River with the gentleman in the kayak and the high water and the fatality. I know that really puts an ache in all of our hearts, and particularly you and others in the kayak community, that safety is whether you're in a big race like you got or whether you're just individual out there. You need to really know the rules and know how to do it, don't you, Joe?
You really do. Last week, the week before the race, the river in Memphis was 9 feet on the gauge. Race day, it was 18 feet on the gauge. So it rose 9 feet last week, and I was watching that every day. I was in the river every day because I knew it had a rising river. And there's good information. You can find the information on the weather page of the Commercial Appeal. You can find it on the NOAA weather sites. But you can monitor these rivers, and knowing your conditions ahead of time is really, really important.
Yeah.
To being safe. But yes, you're right. Safety is our first concern.
Well, we're talking to Joe Royer of Outdoors Incorporated, and then
His company does a great job with. In 33 years, Joe. I've been around a long time. I remember when this thing started. It was kind of a long shot to see what would happen. You got to be proud of what's the way the thing is developed.
We really are very proud of it. One of our first contestants, when she was a young supermodel, was Sybil Shepherd, who loves Memphis, and she was just barely, almost just right from being a teenager. So we've had a lot of people do the event through the years, and it's been a good ride.
Well, Joe, we appreciate you taking time on this Saturday morning. I know you're already, as soon as you get through with one, you're ready for number 34 next year, right?
We've had about a week's rest now. We're getting charged up.
All right, now they can go to give them that website, Joe. I guess you got to post it on your website, right?
Yes, both our website and our Facebook page has all the results and photographs, and there'll be videos coming out. That's outdoorsinc.com, and we really appreciate you. You've been covering this event for a long time yourself, and your former colleague Henry Reynolds.
Yes,
y'all are great friends at this event.
Well, I can remember being at the start and jumping in my car and see if I could get to the finish line before they got down there, and it was sometimes tough and everything. Joe, thank you, buddy, and again, congratulations on another great event, and we'll stay in touch, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Joe. All right, Joe Royer from Outdoors Incorporated on the 33rd annual canoe and kayak race on the Mississippi River. It's quite an event, folks. It's always on Father's Day weekend. Look for it next year. And I know last weekend also down in Tunica at the Tunica Riverport where the Tunica Queen is based, right, Frank Barton?
Yes.
Yes, okay. All right, just go on down there. But our man Ron Wong was at the Big Cat Quest, which is hard to say real fast but wow. And I want you to know that Miriam, once she saw those pictures, said, why didn't we not go down there and look at those things? So I said, well, Ron was there. Ron, tell us about how it went. And I know we're going to have a lot of this posted on lroutdoors.com. Ron was really 6'3" when he went down there that day, and now he's shorter because he worked himself to what he went. But, no, it was a great time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was. And, it was the same day as the kayak race. And, they were talking about, Joe was talking about the river rising. It was rising over a foot a day for 8 consecutive days. And funny talking to all of the fishermen after they came in, all of them said that the fish they found during practice were gone.
Were gone.
And so using technology, it's pretty amazing. They all have the 10, 12-inch screen GPSs, bottom finders, down scans, everything else, imaging. They found them. The winning team of David Shipman and Brooke Wilkins out of Corinth, Mississippi, weighed in 128 pounds of catfish. Pretty amazing.
How many fish is that?
5 fish.
5 fish, 128 pounds.
That's right, of which only 2 can be over 34 inches. That's all.
That's the Bill Cox rule.
That's right. That's right.
And he did that.
and the big catfish was caught by let me say this. It was a team that was put together at the last minute, and they should have won something. Jeff Dodd and Daryl Massingale, both excellent catfishermen. They had a catfish that weighed 80 pounds. You can go out to my Facebook page, or you're going to go out to lroutdoors.com. You're going to be able to see pictures of all that.
80 pounds, folks.
That was huge.
That was just seeing them holding that 80-pound fish.
Yeah.
How long was that thing, you think?
Well, it took 2 of them to hold it up. My guess is about 5 feet.
Yeah.
Close to 5 feet.
Yeah.
Big as I am.
Yeah.
And you.
And me.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah.
Just about,
right.
And everything.
And our friend Bill Dance and his partner George Young, they finished in 6th place, 2 pounds out of the money.
I was wondering where they were. I was going to let you announce that.
And they had their 5 fish. They had 88 pounds. And so it took 102 pounds to really get into
102 pounds to win. Yeah, well, I know.
That's pretty amazing what those guys did. But go out to lroutdoors.com.
And your Facebook page, too. You look,
yeah.
Google Ron Wong. He's everywhere. You'll find him in Florence, Alabama. You'll find him at Tennessee River with Daryl Worley.
There's really good stuff out there also on the recently covered FLW tour. got a great video on Gene Hackney and how he won there at Pickwick.
Yes.
We did a couple of interviews with him, and so that's good stuff.
And Daryl Worley, we got some stuff from Daryl about the Tennessee River Run that you were over there, had lunch with.
Absolutely, that was kind of a fun deal too.
Yeah, right over there and cover it for us for LROutdoors.com. Great.
We got a lot of things coming up, and let me remind you, there are still tickets available on June 29th.
Yep, we got it right here.
For the AutoZone Liberty Bowl golf pairings party, where Bill Dance, our friend Bill Dance, will be honored with the Distinguished Citizens Award.
And that's 795-7700. That's the number to get a ticket, or you can get a table for 10 for $500. But that's 759-7700, and that's June the 29th at the Hilton.
That's right.
And I can't wait to see be out there.
Hey, they've really put together a bunch of really nice silent auction items.
Oh, yeah.
And live auction items. So I encourage everybody to come out and see us.
They're not auction.
You're going to be there, too.
I know.
Come out and meet Larry Ray in person.
Yeah.
See him in person.
Yeah. I'll be the one with the, well, I don't know what I'll wear yet. I hadn't decided yet.
I'll have my golf shirt on.
It's casual, right? It is casual.
I will have my Ole Miss golf shirt on. And
you will?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see if I can find a Razorback shirt to wear.
And as well as you should.
That's right, yeah. Okay, let's take a break. Ron Wong in with us talking about the Big Cat Quest. And we're going to come back, and Frank Barton with us, and we're going to come back and wrap up the show with a little extra special Don King with that new guitar over there, that Taylor guitar. Right, Don?
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray on Sports 790.
You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Power. Let that word sink in for a minute. You crave power. You need power. And at Barton Powersports, we put all that power right in your hands. Barton Powersports of Arkansas combines the power of 7 brands from 2 locations into one single company, whose sole mission is to make sure you have the ultimate power sports experience. Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Suzuki, Victory, and Argo. Each line standing on its own, but backed by the Barton Powersports commitment to excellent service before, during, and after the sale. Barton Powersports is open 6 days a week to accommodate your schedule. No hidden dog fees. What you see is what you get. Your deal, done your way. Now that's power. Barton Powersports, with locations in Jonesboro and West Memphis. Go to BartonPowersports.com. The power of play.
For years, you've heard me talking about my love affair with Gaston's White River Resort near Lakeview, Arkansas. Hello, I'm Larry Ray, and in my opinion, there's no better time to visit Gaston's than in the spring. Gaston's in the spring is all about beauty. Spring offers some of the White River's best fishing opportunities to catch lunker rainbows or pole-bending browns. There's beauty in the air when a rainbow or brown takes flight with hook and mouth. Gaston's offers more than 2 miles of river frontage. The beautiful scenery along the White River is a photographer's and nature lover's dream come true. But there's more. At Gaston's, enjoying the great outdoors does not mean roughing it. Its beautiful cottages are first class, comfortable, and spotlessly clean. Some even have large redwood decks. And of course, there's the beauty of the resort's restaurant, famous not only for its food, but its location perched over the White River. As resort owner Jim Gaston likes to say, at Gaston's, it costs no more to go first class. To take my advice, make a memory, go to Gastons.com or call them at 870-431-5202. Tell them Larry Ray sent you.
Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Powersports.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we wrap up this show on this June the 21st. We hope everybody had a great Father's Day weekend last weekend. I know I did, and hope everybody else did. And looking forward to the July 4th holiday weekend. Some of it's going to start next weekend, which that I might mention before we jump into this last segment, that not only will Bill Cooksey and Ron Wong be in studio, but we're also going to have a special guest on. And I know it's one of our favorite guests when we can get world-class shooter Jesse Duff on next week's show. And we're looking forward to talking to Jessie about all of her accomplishments with all the, man, I tell you what, she has had an unbelievable 2014 right after a great 2013. We're also going to talk to pro bass angler Jason Christie. And also we're going to talk to Randy Haynes. He is the winner of this year's Rayovac FLW Series Central Division Bass Tournament on Kentucky Lake. And that's all on next week's show on Outdoors with Larry Rea on Sports 790. Don King in studio with us with Frank Barton and myself. And I know, Don, that this is the time. We're ready to pick and grin. A lot of folks will just sit back. But I don't know. I think we need to start with you know what.
Okay.
You know, that's I've got to hear it,
Okay.
you know, and everybody.
All
Frank,
right.
Frank wants to hear it too. So we're going to start with a roadkill, Bill. And if you don't know the history of this, Don can kind of share a little bit about this because Tennessee decided that if you hit a critter, it's yours, right?
That's right, yeah.
And so the song tells the story of the bill, and it is the one and only Jimmy Nafee. When you hear it, if you Google Second Nature or Google Roadkill Bill and listen to it, or as Dave said, it's even in Maine with a person with a cello doing it.
Yeah,
so,
that's wild. And you know, one other thing Dave didn't mention, I thought he might, but we even made that show Car Talk. You know that
really, yeah,
used to be
yeah,
on,
you know
on,
that, Frank.
Public radio.
Yeah.
They play music occasionally, and they picked that one out one time, and we made their compilation album one year. So anyway, we made it
Roadkill
on Car Talk.
All right, Roadkill Bill with Don King.
Well, our legislators passed it. Now it's law in Tennessee. What we find on the highway is legal now to eat. Deer, raccoon, and possum, well, they've all become fair game. It's an open season smorgasbord on every state highway. Well, we used to swerve to miss 'em, oh, but the grocery bill's so high.
Oh, yeah.
We supplement our shopping out on the center line. Grandpa says it's the best thing since Roosevelt's New Deal. 'Cause it ain't like a handout, no, it's more like Meals on Wheels.
Here we go, everybody.
We got the roadkill, bill. Now folks in Tennessee can get their fill. Hey, it's giving brand new meaning to the phrase hot off the grill. Now that we have the roadkill bill. There we go. You know, they laughed at us on Lino.
Oh, yeah, they did.
And they tried to put us down.
Tried.
But when one buck will feed the family, look who's laughing now. This stuff is all free-ranging. It's organic to the bone. Just a little bit of tar and gasoline, but she's ready to take home. 'Cause we got the roadkill bill. Now folks in Tennessee can get their fill. Hey, it's giving brand new meaning to the phrase hot off the grill. Now that we have the roadkill bill. So welcome, friends and neighbors from all across this land. You know, the more cars on the highway, hey, the better chance we stand. So if you're driving after sundown, hey, don't forget to use your brights. 'Cause we'll clean up behind you and eat like kings tonight. Yeah,
do it.
'Cause we got the roadkill bill. Our next meal might be just over the hill. It's giving brand new meaning to the phrase hot off the grill. Now that we have the roadkill bill. You know, they say we'll have a bumper crop, and we sure hope we will. Now that we
have the roadkill bill.
Big ending, Larry, now. Now
That we have the roadkill bill.
All right.
All right.
Hey, thanks for jumping in there.
Standing, I'm going to jump. Whether I'm in there or not, I'm not sure. Great job, Don King, in with us this morning, Roadkill Bill. And we always do that, but I know Don's got some other ones over there. You got another one you can do for us, Don?
Yeah, I'll just jump back just a second. When we started out the show today, I did that Wild Side theme.
Yeah.
We've had the Tennessee's Wild Side on the air for 13 years on public TV,
really?
and
That's about...
being in state government, from time to time you have to do requests for proposals and make sure that everybody has a fair chance at entering agreements and contracts and that sort of thing. Anyway, we have a new production company out of Knoxville that's going to be doing our new show, and we're going through a name change. It will be known as Tennessee Uncharted.
Tennessee Uncharted.
And that'll be starting probably about August, I think, is probably the first time you'll be able to see some of the things. The new crew has been out shooting a lot. They just finished up at Toys last week, the Tennessee Outdoor Youth Summit. Covered a lot of things up there. They've been doing some stuff in Knoxville. I know they're due to come to Memphis here. They've got some things on the schedule coming up, and I'm going to get them in touch with you as well.
Get them in touch with me. I know our good friend Gene Smith was up at Toys.
Oh, right, yeah.
Gene was up there. And, good to have Gene up there participating in that. So
anyway, that's coming down the pike. But I'll share this little song with you that Dave Woodward and I wrote.
All
and
right.
We've used this for some videos and kind of a little. We call it our legacy video, looking back at some of the things we've accomplished as a wildlife agency and as a country, in wildlife conservation. And anyway, it's called, I just call it the legacy song.
All right.
What kind of legacy will we leave when our days upon this earth are gone? Tell me who will carry on this work that we've begun, care enough to be the keeper of the dream, our legacy, our legacy. Seems like only yesterday I watched my daughter take her first steps in this world. Such a precious little girl. Through the years I've tried to teach her what's important, things she'll need to know to make her mark, and to always trust her heart. What kind of legacy will we leave when our days upon this earth are gone? Tell me who will carry on this work that we've begun, care enough to be the keeper of the dream, our legacy, our legacy.
Oh man, that's is that on any CD or is that on?
Not yet.
You need to get that on, buddy.
We've used that on some video. Then and imagine, flights of ducks.
Oh
flying
yeah,
around
yeah.
And
No, you need to
video.
You need to get that on, and we may have to use that sometime on this show every once in a while.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Do you have that on any kind of a CD or anything?
I do. Well, not. I can get you a copy.
Can you get me a copy?
I can get you a copy you guys can use.
We'd like to use.
Okay.
Because that's the right time. And as I said, Don King and you recognize the voice as the voice of the TWRA, but I have to admit he's been the voice of Outdoors with Larry Rea for over 10 years. I don't know how that ever came up, but I talked him into it and wrote the song and came up with the words. I'm sure it's one of his most requested songs when he does his concert, you know. And you just sat down and did that. And I know my granddaughter, when she's 18 now, and when she was 12, that's all she wanted to hear.
Oh, neat.
Was that song and that you had put together. And it's I would take our theme song with anybody else. I don't care what kind of big song, the radio show you've got.
All right.
But on top of that, I appreciate Don and his friendship.
Hey,
and his Christian walk and his and a man of his word, and thanks for coming.
Hey, you bet, Larry. And hey, congratulations are in order for you as well. Congratulations on the big win at the Tennessee Outdoor Writers Association.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate doing that, and we'll see what happens at SIOPA.
All right.
You know, we've been really fortunate over this past year to. And I appreciate Frank Barton and Gaston's and you know, the TWRA for stepping in with Outdoors with Larry Rea and being, and I really do, because this show.
You're quite welcome. I've made some wonderful friends.
Well, it has been. It has been that, and our audience stretches from Warren, Arkansas, to Grenada, Mississippi, to Tupelo, to. Sometimes we might make it to Somerville. I don't know. We just never know what the wind direction or anything like that long. But and of course Ron Wong is everywhere.
That's right.
And for us to share on this day, thank you, Blake Morgan, for being with us and filling in for Ben Hogan. And our show producers have kept us going, and we will celebrate that 14th year coming up in August and. Keep on rolling. Again, let me tell you about next week's show before we get out of here, and we might let Don kind of strum a few bars or something as we leave. But we will have Bill Cooksey, our good friend Bill Cooksey, will be in next week along with Ron Wong. So you know we'll be talking a lot about fishing. And Randy Haynes of Counts, Tennessee, the winner of this year's Rayovac FLW Series Central Division Bass Tournament on Kentucky Lake. Pro bass angler Jason Christie, and one of our all-time favorites, and maybe the number one favorite Outdoors with Larry Rea guest, the one and only Jesse Duff. And be sure and mark, again, as I say each week, on your calendar, July 19th and 20th, the St. Jude 2014 Archery Tournament, special guest Byron Ferguson out at Everything Archery on Pleasant View Road. Anything for St. Jude. We're going to pump it here on Outdoors with Larry Rea. And again, thanks, guys. Thanks for being here. And this is Larry Rea reminding you I do each and every week that it doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport. And God bless the USA. Take us out here, Don.
All right.
What kind of legacy will we leave when our days upon this earth are gone?
Some of my fondest memories growing up were the times my dad took me hunting or fishing. Spending time with him outdoors was magic. I'm Don King for your Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, inviting you to enjoy a Tennessee outdoor adventure. Share the experience with someone you love. Whether your passion is hunting, fishing, boating, or wildlife viewing, our state has it all. Visit our website at tnwildlife.org or download our new app for your smartphone or tablet by searching TWRA on the go, and let the legacy of your outdoor adventure begin.
Our legacy.
Power. Let that word sink in for a minute. You crave power. You need power. And at Barton Powersports, we put all that power right in your hands. Barton Powersports of Arkansas combines the power of 7 brands from 2 locations into one single company, whose sole mission is to make sure you have the ultimate power sports experience. Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Suzuki, Victory, and Argo. Each line standing on its own, but backed by the Barton Powersports commitment to excellent service before, during, and after the sale. Barton Powersports is open 6 days a week to accommodate your schedule. No hidden dog fees. What you see is what you get. Your deal, done your way. Now that's power. Barton Powersports, with locations in Jonesboro and West Memphis. Go to BartonPowersports.com. The power of play.